Good morning, everybody. I was swimming this morning and some thoughts came to mind with the stroke technique, swimming technique, and I wanted to share just my thoughts that were going through my head when I was swimming. And a lot of it has to do with distance per stroke. And what that literally means is per stroke, right? Every time you stroke with an arm, how much distance do you travel per stroke? And to get faster, you need to increase your distance per stroke. And so when I was doing a lot of swimming, like with fins or just like when I was swimming easier or with paddles, I really slowed my stroke down, like really slow, and it was like easier swimming at the time. And a lot of that was just to focus on like the stroke mechanics of what I'm going to try to explain to you is right. So when you think about the travel further every stroke, there's a lot that goes into it. And you want to think about mainly your arm is what is essentially holding your body. Okay? And let's just say I'm pulling with my left arm. And you want to think about timing and connecting. That's important to think about. This is connected, right? So as you reach, you get into the catch phase, you sweep through, and then you get into the push phase, where you're pushing. As you're pushing, this is timed with the rotation over the arm. And a lot of times when I look at swim videos and I just watch some people swim, a lot of times you see a disconnect. You see a catch, rotate, and that's not really helping your distance per stroke as you're trying to get more distance every time you swim. You want to think of it as you're pushing back, you're rotating over the arm, and that way you're utilizing the core and their hips. But a lot of times if you're pushing and then rotating, because you got to remember, you have to hold on to something as you move through it. And if you're not holding or pushing the water at the same time that you're rotating through your arm, you're really missing out on a lot of length that you can get. So you have to really think about as you're swimming, rotate together. So when you're swimming and maybe when you're warming up this week or anything, think about just slow the stroke down and watch your hand and think, okay, here comes my hand. Okay, as this arm's pushing down, rotate and connect your body with that. And like always, if you cannot do the timing out of the water, you're not going to do it in the water. And I talk about this a lot. You have to be able to do all the things I'm telling you out of the water before you can do them in the water. And this seems to be a theme when I talk to people like, okay, show me it. And they can't do it out of the water. And so when we talk about, getting into your catch phase, right, and then pushing, I feel like people are not practicing it. So if you really want to get faster in the water, you will obsess about it out of the water to where you can master the movement out of the water to when you do it in the water. So, but the biggest takeaway is just thinking about timing the push and the shoulder hip rotation together to get more length out of that. So hope you find that helpful. Have a great week. Talk to you later.